that on the reading part of the text, Walker? Welcome back to the Yaffee program. News Talk 770 AM, 92.5 FM, WVNN. Was that on the air, Walker, when I was just like reading the text? You were talking about the text response?
The second half, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Okay, the texter knows what we were talking about. Welcome back to the Yaffee program. Appreciate you all joining the show today. By the way, you'll appreciate my good friends at the Huntsville Men's Clinic. That's right. If you deal with guys, talking to you specifically, or maybe girls, if you have a husband who has these problems, it could be caused by low testosterone. Some of the problems, low energy. You feel like you're living life in a fog. Your mind doesn't work like it used to. Maybe you have problems in the bedroom. You can't seem to lose weight. Could all be caused by low testosterone. It's easy to get that checked. But once you do, you also want treatments that work. Well, at the Huntsville Men's Clinic, it has worked for over 92% of men who have tried it. Now, they've been in Huntsville for 5 years, in Alabama for 15 years, and they're here to help you. They got new options as well. So go to the Huntsville Men's Clinic. Go to HuntsvilleMen'sClinic.com to make an appointment today with real specialists when it comes to men's health. Powered by Men's Pro, Huntsville Men's Clinic, only $99 for that testosterone and PSA test. You get your results in about an hour. So I want you to make an appointment today, guys. And when you do, let them know you heard about it from Yaffee. All right, let's end the show like we usually do. We have the Yaffee program rewind. That time of the show where I remind you, if you missed any of it live, well, the podcast is up for you at WVNN.com or anywhere you get your podcasts. That includes the TuneIn Radio app, iHeartRadio, Spotify, YouTube, Music, Podcasts, wherever. Apple Podcasts, available all over the place. So at the beginning of the show, we were talking about Iran, as CENTCOM did confirm that they upped military strikes against Iran last night. And I had talked about, look, we need to go all in or not. If we don't think we can actually use our military to take back the Strait fully, then we need to just bomb every area where there could be a nuclear facility and leave. That's kind of my thought. Now, Benjamin Netanyahu talked about this because he met with Trump this week. Go on and play the Netanyahu cut, Walker.
He's got basically three options. One, to indeed succeed in making a deal. Two, to continue the blockade. Three, to take military action. Anything that will produce the end of Iran's nuclear program is what we want. That's our common goal. We talked about it. It's up to the people of Iran in the end to take their own destiny in their own hands. I think Iran is weaker than ever before. I don't think the Straits are going to be that powerful a leverage, because people will move the energy pipelines out of the Straits to the Red Sea, from there to Israel and the Mediterranean. We can unblock this choke point, and we will. No, it didn't mislead anything. And the president didn't need to have, nobody tells President Trump what to do.
All right, there you go. So we talked about that. The podcast is up. We have the Alabama bullet points as well. The top stories from around the state, including Tuberville and his reaction to Dr. Fauci pleading the fifth. On that note, though, President Donald Trump says he basically downplayed the idea that they could prosecute Dr. Fauci, at least on the federal level, because of the pardon. Go in and play the Trump cut for me.
About is the autopen, because the most powerful thing the president has, they say, is the power of pardon. So he was pardoned by Biden, and I respect that. I know how powerful it is. It's a very powerful. They say it's literally the most powerful thing a president has. Now, whether or not I sign my things directly, almost everything I sign directly. You're witness to many of them. He signed very few. The only thing I know that he signed was Hunter Biden's pardon, but I'm not sure that he signed. He probably didn't sign this one. So I can't tell you what the law is. I've heard that you have to have a lot of proof. You need to have letters. You need to have all sorts of things that the person operating the auto pen has to know exactly what it's all about. He didn't know what it was about because I saw him testify. So maybe there's something on the auto pen. Other than that, the power of pardon is very powerful.
All right, there you go. So it looks like Fauci is not going to be prosecuted. Tuberville kind of suggested maybe they could do lawsuits. But we talked about that. We also discussed that topic with Christopher Reed, who is host of The Daily Controversy. You can check out his show, 2 to 4 p.m., right here on WVNN. We also had Jennifer Gallardi on. She's with the Heritage Foundation and Restoring American Wellness. Also talked to her about Dr. Fauci and everything else. So if you missed that interview, the podcast is up. I gave my take on why I think it's a bad idea, at least right now, to get rid of the filibuster, even though Trump and Tuberville and Barrymore really want to do it. So we talked about that earlier on in the show. We did What's Trending with Walker as well. So if you missed that, the podcast of that segment is up at the website, WVNN.com. Thanks to Walker for producing today. Thanks to you for listening. The Vince Show is coming up next, and I'll be back tomorrow at the same time. See you then.
Yaffee program.
Scrolling with Haley. Join Haley Caronia as she scrolls through the biggest headlines.
If you haven't watched this show before, we do blind reactions. I have not seen these videos, so I am seeing them for the first time with all of you. We're going to implement the tinfoil hat time segments and all the stuff you know and love. And I'm going to finish the show and answer some of your questions. Someone asked me what made you get into podcasting, and I was producing podcasts for other people. And I was like, I could do this for myself, and here I am.
Scrolling with Haley. Follow and listen on your favorite platform. Scrolling with Haley. Join Haley Caronia as she scrolls through the biggest headlines.
If you haven't watched this show before, we do blind reactions. I have not seen these videos, so I am seeing them for the first time with all of you. We're going to implement the tinfoil hat time segments and all the stuff you know and love. And I'm going to finish the show and answer some of your questions. Someone asked me what made you get into podcasting, and I was producing podcasts for other people. And I was like, I could do this for myself, and here I am.
Scrolling with Haley. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.